And honestly, first class didn't make that much of a difference. Yesterday I shot things, but I actually didn't work on or upload any kind of video, and there was a reason for that. Getting home from California, we were only gonna be home, or we're only home for less than 24 hours, and then we have to turn around and go back to where we're going on a work trip. And because of that, there were a lot of things that we had to do within that limited time. Well, the last thing that I wanted to do or needed to do was worry about making a video, and also I needed to take a little bit of a break. I've been trying to be more strategic and more mindful about taking breaks. Just like one day here and there, not like taking like a week-long thing. I don't think I need that, but I feel like just taking a day where I'm not doing anything is kind of like pumping the brakes when you're going downhill. It's just to help maintain the pace that I'm going without having to like run into or run off a cliff or anything like that. I hope you understand. Yeah. Today we're going to the Bahamas, but getting there we have to take 2 planes and a boat to get there. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. It's also 4:40 in the morning right now. Alright, we just got to it's called Minute Suites. The next like 30 seconds I'm gonna sound like a diva, so bear with me. My one gripe with the Nashville airport is the fact that it has lounges, but it only has one. It really only has the Delta Lounge, and then it has like a Minute Suites, which is basically like a little room that you always see us in. And the main reason for that is because we never really fly Delta, because you have to fly Delta to get into the Delta Lounge, and most of the time we don't fly Delta just because it just never works out. So the only option that we're left with is the Minute Suites. Now I'm not complaining, and this is where I want to sound like a diva. I do miss getting free food and free drinks from the lounge, because this is just a box, which is nice. It's better than a terminal, but I'm hoping with like all the new renovations and stuff, Nashville will include more lounges, but so far not yet. They did build a hotel though. I don't know how I forgot this or missed this, but Savannah actually booked us first class plane tickets for this trip. Granted, the first class is like it's not like a lie flatter, but I'm very excited. I forgot about it till just now. Did I get that right? Completely honest, probably my least favorite part of traveling or like flying is the actual flying part. It's not that I don't like flying, it's not that I'm afraid of heights, I hate the experience of just flying on an airplane. I don't mind the airport lounges, I don't mind the hotels, I don't mind getting to my location. It's just the aircraft, like being on the aircraft is something I have to get through. And up to this point, I always just told myself it's because we fly coach. I've never flown first class or anything else. And today was my first day doing that. And honestly, first class didn't make that much of a difference. The seats were definitely bigger, and it was more cushioned, and just getting off the airplane sooner was a big win. But it's not as crazy as you would, as at least as I would put it in my mind. Now I'm not complaining; it was still way better, and the fact that we got to do it that's amazing. I hope that doesn't make me sound ungrateful. Stayed at this lounge before. If you watched the vlog where we spent like 12 hours at an airport after our flight was canceled and we had to stay like overnight, that's this lounge. The lounge has a nice view. There's decent seating. There's plenty of space, and the food is great. Also, the guy behind you is so freaking loud. Well, I was at my parents' house this past week. My mom asked me something that I didn't really put much thought into, and it's like kind of one of those questions that just gives you like perspective, and you don't really have that perspective unless somebody points it out or you observe it outside of like your own like surroundings. And her question was, did you think at 30 you would be traveling as much as you do? Because I grew up, when my family would go on vacation and stuff, we only did that once a year, and it was always to the same exact place that we could drive 2 hours to. We would never fly, we would never go to like any other countries or anything like that. And it's just been very recently that we've been able to travel for work and just to go random places. Something that I really, really do enjoy, and I really do look forward to and treasure from an experience standpoint, and just from just being able to go. All to be said, if you have any like interest in traveling whatsoever and you can afford it, I highly recommend that you do it, or you find a way to do it. I realized I wasn't very clear on what was actually going on, mostly just because I didn't really know what was going on. So from the airport, we went into a car to drive us to a ferry, to where we rode a boat to an island, got off that boat, went on another boat to go to our final destination. So it was 2 boat rides, a car ride, and 2 plane rides to get here. It was just so chaotic in the moment. I didn't really know I didn't know what was going on, so I wasn't about to try to figure out how to tell you what was going on when I didn't know what was going on. I hope that makes sense. We just woke up from a nap, and now it's dark outside. I think a lot of times, especially with like YouTube, so a lot of times first class or business class is really played up to this like high level, and I think there's this fascination behind it. It feels like something that's so unattainable and so like not relatable, because it's just it can be so expensive. Those are the expectations that I had going into today, and I know like this isn't like the greatest comparison, and there's definitely better first class experiences. It kind of just reminded me that like what you see on the internet and what you see online isn't always like necessarily what it actually is in real life. Not to knock it at all, like I'm super grateful for it, but it just kind of reminded me of like, oh, okay, that's not everything you see online is as like amazing as it may seem in a video, because you can do a lot to make something look amazing in a video. You'd be surprised. Also, during this whole talking head, there's this little cat that's been running around. Hello. Hello.